Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, I just want to say that this channel abides by all of YouTube's guidelines, terms, and services, and all commentary is for adults and adults only. If you are not above the age of 21, please make sure that you swipe off, click off, and with that, let's go ahead and get the show started. Greatly appreciate y'all. Come on in. It is time to celebrate.
I approach him with my hand out. Oh, hand out. I always love the kindness of a stranger. Not a pay picket. 100%. 100%. All of me for all of you, body and soul. All of me for all of you, body and soul. I approach him with my hand out. Hey! I always love the kindness of a stranger. Hey! Not a baby. 100%. 100%. Hey! Not a baby. 100%. 100%. All of me for all of you. Body and soul. All of me for all of you. Body and
I'm seeing the in the chat. I mean, we oh shit. What's that going on? Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Now, before we go ahead and jump all the way off into this thing, let's not forget why we're here. We are here for the remonetization of the channel. That is exactly why we're here. But all of this comes at the behest of a hard-working individual. But we got some business to get down into. Yes, baby. Welcome to the live. We made it. Actually, she made it, y'all. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give her just desserts and her warm welcomes and her just dues, because without her, all of this wouldn't have happened. I'm going to be honest with y'all. But let's go ahead and get the banner rolling. All right, y'all. Everybody settle down. I promise you. Everybody settle down. All right, settle down. I know y'all excited. I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Because memberships is back on. We remonetized. The super chat button is there. So now I can take from my brother Trey and say, put some color in the chat. All right. Put some color in the chat. Shout out to Bad Duck for go ahead and gifting one Cellulite podcast membership. You know what? Everyone counts. It's greatly appreciated. And shout out to the lady of the house, Mind Chaos Brew, for becoming a YouTube member again. All right. But hold on, wait. We ain't done yet, right? We ain't done yet, because this is something that a lot of you probably did not even know happened, right? Shout out again for gifting another Cellulite podcast membership. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Jay, what's going on? Listen, Dr. Manhattan with the 5, he says, for the cost. Appreciate you, big homie. It's been I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been a minute since I've seen color in my chat. Come on now, Deborah with the 5. Okay, greatly appreciate you putting color in the chat. We just need some more color in the chat, y'all. Come on now. This is the remonetization. And listen, I can't tell y'all how grateful I am. Not just because of y'all, but main importantly, because this one right here. Y'all mind if I gloat a little bit? Y'all mind? All right, cool. Mind Chaos Brew says, I do my job as your wife and your other half. I support you and you support me. Facts all day, every day. But let's get down to it, right? When I say we, right? Hold on. Who that? What's that? So we just got a new subscriber. That's that notification. That was that new subscriber. Let me turn that alert on right quick so y'all can be able to see it too. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and start off by saying this, right? What up, though, Unfolded? I appreciate you. What's going on, Zion? What's happening, everybody in the chat? I seen my sister here. I see Almanize in here. I seen everybody here. But let me go ahead and get started by saying this. I know y'all haven't seen me for a while. I've been busy, right? But we did it, y'all. But when I say we, I mean exactly that. We. Because this moment does not belong to just me alone. It belongs to every person who continued watching, subscribing, sharing the videos out, participating in the chat, which that's the most important thing, is participating in the chat, because that is what keeps the engagement up. That is what helps with the algorithm, right? People joining on the panels whenever we have a panel, people going out to other people's YouTube channels and promoting us and really just keeping us grounded, sending encouragement and supporting this platform, even when we wasn't monetized, even when they tried to get my channel terminated, which they successfully did. But we back now. Thank you. Shout out to you, YouTube, for going through the steps and actually being there when I submitted the information that needs to be submitted, so y'all can be able to understand that, hey, I didn't do anything wrong, right? But that's in the past. We moving forward, right? And the biggest thing is y'all continue to rock with me even when the channel wasn't monetized. You showed that this community that we have built here was never built around a dollar sign. It was built around the conversations, the relationships, and the belief that one light really can change. Indeed, I'm getting a lot of notifications. Who else I'm getting notifications? Shout out to Bad Duck with $5. He says, crank them super chats up. Shell broke his pain again. Oh, okay. I appreciate you, Bad Duck. Thank you for T-Pre's in the building. What's going on, T-Pre? What's happening? And we got Adam. Adam is in the building with the $2. He says, congrats, brother. Appreciate you, big homie. I see my sister Brittany's in the building. Brittany, what's going on, sister? Says, Sel, you are not supposed to go live while I'm waking up and watching Raw's video. I'm sorry, right? You said fix your reverse image. You knew? What's wrong with my image? Hold on. Is it reversed? Do I need to flip it? Hold up. Wait. Let's. No. It's good. It's good. Hey, shout out to STW Media for sending the jewels. All right, so now I see that StreamYard is getting the ability to catch our jewels. Cool, no problem, right? All right. And the other software, hold on, wait. In this software, do I need to flip this? What do y'all say? Hey, it's been a minute since I streamed, so I'm struggling. All right, I'm struggling. Let's try this. Let's try this. All right, is that better? Is that better? Is that better now? Is it better now? Is this what I need to flip, or do I need to take this off? Like, what are y'all saying? Flip, right? Just stay on long enough for me to get home and come. Hey, facts. I appreciate you. When the super chats come up, they are reversed on the screen. Oh, okay, cool. So it's that's reversed. It's the okay. All right. It's that. So let me go ahead and turn this back on, and I'll be paying attention whenever a super chat comes up. I'll look at my other screen so I can make sure that what I'm seeing is actually what's happening. All right. But anyway, like I was saying, some of you have agreed with me. Some of you have disagreed with me. Some of you have challenged me, right? Some of you probably thought I was wrong completely, and some of you probably thought I was right. But all of y'all still showed up to be part of the conversation. There it is. Bad Duck donated. All right, I see it now. Bad Duck donated $2 through the super chat. He says, flip your super chats. Appreciate you, big homie. But before I accept any congratulations, now I got to turn this here alert off for just a second, y'all. Before I go any further, before I accept any congratulations, there's one person in perpetuity that I must recognize above all. She's the one that stayed up late night studying through things, going through not just my channel, but her channel, staying up the long hours while also participating in school and also putting in the work just the same as I have. But my wife went the extra step. She went further and beyond. And she the one that really did the research to dive through and go through and check things out, check things off, make sure they was all good. So let me give a shout out to Mind Chaos Brew. Put ones in the chat for Mind Chaos Brew, y'all.
I don't fight. I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up. I don't fight. I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up.
Yeah, she does not fight, she does not wrestle, but she beat bitches up. But most importantly, she is that one.
Watch your mouth. Don't say some fly shit to me and you can't handle what you dish out. I have yet to mature to the point where I can allow you just to talk crazy to me and me not say nothing. That I can't have an adult conversation with you, because more than likely I'm going to approach it in an adult manner with love and grace and mercy and wanting to actually come to an understanding. But a lot of y'all want to solve problems by being problematic. You better pick your poison. Either choose this peace or choose this pressure. I'm still working on me, and this mouth is fly as hell. You choose.
Period. All right. And shout out to the big sis with the 50 ball. She says, congrats to you both. I missed Raw's video, so now I'm here. I think marriage deems this to be okay, though. That's 1,000% true. And as always, like I have said to y'all from the beginning, it is greatly appreciated however it is that you support the channel. But most importantly, as I was saying, none of this happens without the work, the patience, and the sacrifice, and the encouragement and inspiration of the one and only Mind Chaos Brew, my lovely wife. She has seen everything that happens when the cameras is off, when my father passed away, when my channel was terminated, when I have went through the challenges of personal life between balancing being a husband, being a student in school, working, dealing with being a father, all of the life challenges and struggles that I've gone through. Hell, when I got demonetized, it pissed me off. I was in a rant and a rave. I'm like, what the hell? My wife was like, just calm down. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. You'll get it back. I'm just like, I don't want it. She's like, just calm down. See, the wife is, some of y'all be like, Rob, is she a cuss motherfucker? No, she's the calmer one in this whole entire marriage that we have going on. She's the calm one. I'm the one that's usually the crasher, right? She has, like I said, she's seen the planning, the frustration, the technical problems, the setbacks, the second guessing, and the moments when I wondered whether all of this was actually even worth it. Even coming back to YouTube, how many times I've even set up a stream and then I was like, no, I'm not even going to do it. She was like, just go do the stream. You'll feel better. I'm like, but I'm not even monetized. I'm not even making no money. People's not even engaged. And people not watching. She's like, just do the stream. I'm like, all right, cool. She has listened to the ideas become shows. She has encouraged me when I was discouraged. She kept me grounded when I needed perspective. And she told me the truth when I needed to hear it. She didn't just simply support the channel. She supported the man who was trying to build it. She sacrificed time. She shared my vision. And she continued to believe in what the Cellulite podcast could become. And a great deal of what y'all see here carries her influence, whether it's her name as it appears on the screen or not, or the graphics that you see come up. A lot of this engagement, a lot of this upgrading that you see happening is simply and solely because of her. So with that, Mind Chaos Brew, if you still watching, baby, I want to say this publicly and clearly. Without you, baby, we ain't here. So it's greatly appreciated. So again, 7s in the chat for the lovely wife. And for all of you out there that's having these long, drawn out live streams about, is marriage worth it? I'm a living representation of yes, it is indeed worth it. Shout out to Mr. Jeff 2134 with the 200 jewels. Flow state. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you very much. I see my sister T Pre is in the chat. What's going on, sis? What's happening? Dr. Steele is in the building. What's going on, Dr. Steele? Hope all is well, my guy. Riaz in the building. What's going on, young Riaz? Hope all is well, my dog. Yes, marriage is absolutely worth it. No matter how much people try to talk down on it, marriage is 1,000% worth it. All right. It is 100% worth it without question. So back to what I was saying to my wife. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your inspiration. And most importantly, thank you for your love. This accomplishment belongs to you and you alone. Now, being remonetized is worth celebrating, but this is not the finish line. This is just the beginning of the next chapter. Even though we like the money, and money is always welcome, right? Whatever support that you send is always welcome, and we love it because we're grateful for it. The mission is not the money, right? One of the great things that my OG, the Angry Man, one of the things that he said a long time ago was, he says, you're focused on me, I'm focused on the mission. And one of the great things about being in a loving, wonderful marriage is that we're focused on the mission. This thing is bigger than us. We have children to raise. We have a business to build. We have businesses to build. We looking to do things coming up in the near future that's just going to make everything just be better and brighter for things so that we can leave behind for our children. So our focus is just bigger than just this monetization or remonetization. But the most important thing is it's a stepping stone on a long path that we have to go. And God is the one that's the head of it all. So the mission is going to remain the same. We're going to be examining the issues that's affecting our communities. We're going to be challenging these assumptions. We're going to be demanding accountability, and we're going to continue to create a place where people can speak openly and honestly, even when we disagree. Because when it comes down to the Say Life podcast and even over on Mind Chaos Brew, it's all about moving forward as not just a home, but also a platform for raw, intelligent, evidence-based conversation, not something that's dives into speculation. Now, don't get me wrong. We will continue discussing politics, current events, law, culture, maybe some relationships, and the difficult issues facing a lot of what the culture is dealing with. But it means that we will be confronting these destructive behaviors and hypocrisies and double standards when it comes to discipline, growth, and excellence. And that does not mean tearing our people down. I know a lot of people was going through this whole celebration of, say like he got can we cuss? Are we cussing? Absolutely. We can cuss a little bit, just 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 a little bit of cussing, right? Man, 94 plus, I feel like you've been gone for a month. I know, right? I know, right? And shout out to Bad Duck for once again gifting the membership. Shout out to Harmonized for the flower, for the dirty jewels and the flower. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated, right? Bad Duck says, now, if I just get Ron Will to adopt me, we will be good. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if you want to be adopted by us. All right. We hard on our kids. We don't accept nothing up under age, G. You got to bring an A home, right? What's going on? Leave it to sense. What's happening, my G? Dr. Steele says, I've seen a lot of husband and wife couples who always demonstrate husbandry and winery, and definitely you and Raw are one of them. Too bad many content creators do not talk about the good of marriage. Well, it's because for a lot of them, it's not interesting to talk about the good of marriage. For a lot of them, it's very tantalizing and it's paramount for them to talk about the single life and how it is that marriage is a self-deprecating and destructive and defeatist position to be in. That's why a lot of them exist in this whole entire space of, oh, we don't want to be married because marriage is not good. No, marriage is a beautiful thing as long as you leave God at the head of it, right? Facts, right? So I like monetization parties. I think it's an accomplishment for everyone, not just the content creator. That is 1,000% true, Brittany, right? And the thing is, let me go ahead and say this as well, right? Because I need to say this before I even let anybody know that we was remonetized, right? Because this just happened a day or so ago. Raw woke me up in the middle of the night and she like, baby, wake up. And I'm like, huh? She like, wake up. I'm like, what? And she was like, look. And she shoved the phone in my face. And I'm just like, oh, shit, you did it. And I ain't gonna lie, I loved on her like extra hard that night. She got some extra love that night. But yes, she did it. She got us both back remonetized. She put in the work. She taught me the things, taught me the ropes. And I'm like, bet, we back in it. But that don't mean we stop. Shout out to Leave the Sense with $2. He says, well, son of a mother God, but bull, sell back. Suckers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Coconuts. Yeah, we back, baby. We back. He says, you're back to monetization. Absolutely. We back. You know what time it is. Says, Raw got the Mario coins that night. You did. Yeah, she got the Mario coins that night, baby. Absolutely, she got the Mario coins that night. Long stroking. You goddamn right. I appreciate you, Uda. He says, congrats, sales. Salute to you and say, hey, I appreciate it. Hey, Uda, it's not just me that's monetized. She back monetized too, big bruh. Huh? Yes, and the one up rush, you damn right. I even got the superstar in that thing. You understand me? Absolutely, right? So, again, during this whole entire time when I was demonetized, even during the time where I was briefly terminated, people was like, oh, well, black conservatives like Cellulite podcast does nothing but tear our people down. I'm not in the business to tear our people down. I'm not in the business to tear anybody down, right? I just believe that our people, us as black people and as American citizens, just people is in general, I believe that we are capable of accountability and discipline, growth, and excellence. And that I'm going to be calling out things that are hypocritical or that's leading us to be in a self-destructive way. You see what I'm saying? So 3 Man, they said never gave y'all niggas freedom. Hey, they can say whatever they want. Huh? They can say whatever I want, 3 Man. Hey, what's going on, Petty Politic? What's happening, sister? Hey, Petty Politic, I've been watching you. I ain't been in your chat much, but I've been watching you. I see what you're doing. Hey, sis, need to get back on the YouTube streets. Sis, breakdowns be different. Hey, absolutely. That's why we be doing it, right? Robbie, I got you. I wasn't able to send a super chat earlier because I was like, well, hey, you know what? Hey, listen. Well, you know, the beautiful thing is, right? This is a married couple that's actually within the same household. People be like, oh, we in split house. I ain't here to talk about nobody's situation. When you support me, you support us. When you support her, you support us. And when you support us, we support y'all. And that's the biggest thing. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, it is a celebration. It absolutely is, right? And also, shout out to Nightish for providing us with the theme music. I don't know about y'all, but I love this song.
I approach him with my hand out. Oh, hand out. I always love the kindness of a stranger. Not a pay piggy.
100%. I love that Nightish. I love that Nightish hooked me up with that song, dog. That's one of his creations, but I damn sure love that song. But before I forget, let me go ahead and continue, right? So on this channel, as we've always been doing, we are choosing receipts over rumors, principles over political teams, and truth over comfort. Although a lot of people already know what my political perspectives and my political beliefs already are, when it comes down to it, I just do the best I can with what it is that I got. I'm never going to shy away from who it is that I am as a man, or what political beliefs I have, or what party I support, or what party I don't support. I don't do so in a disrespectful way, but I can be when people, is trying to do some other stuff. But I don't mind being disagreed with. A lot of people just can't handle that particular notion that, I don't want to be disagreed with. I could be disagreed with. It's not a problem. Shout out to Bad Duck again for gifting another membership. Look, listen, Bad Duck, big homie, I greatly appreciate all the support that you and others have shown the channel directly, right? Not just by way of monetization, but also by way of direct support. As always, appreciate that. Malcolm, what's going on, brother? I hope all is well with you. Appreciate you being back in the building, my G. Abday Babe, what's happening? What's going on? Thank you for being on target with the 100s, right? But let me go ahead and celebrate a few people who, before I even announced that I was back remonetized, I got to thank a few people, right? And the crazy part is this. If he's watching, I'm not doing this to, stun on anybody, nothing like that. But if he's watching, where my camera at? OG, I appreciate you. And I'm talking about the Angry Man. Within a couple of hours of me becoming remonetized, he was my very first rejoined member. It was the Angry Man. That was number one. So shout out to him. Just supporting on the back end. My man OG, he went ahead and he reestablished his membership. That's number one. Shout out to brother Omni, right? Without me I haven't even talked to I've talked to Omni on my show, and I've had conversations with Omni. I didn't even mention anything about me being remonetized. He reestablished his membership. Shout out to Emperor Kojak. He's been a member since the day I even had members. Shout out to the OG Emperor Kojak. Shout out to Miss Jill, who's been a member for a whole entire year. Didn't even announce that I was remonetized. Went ahead and joined. Anton, shout out to Anton Shiger for rejoining. And I'm naming these are the first 8 people that have rejoined their membership, right? Shout out to Moxie Dane. My sister Moxie, always doing her great content over there in the nerdosphere and participating in the conversation that she participated in. Shout out to Moxie. Sister Treese joined day one of me becoming remonetized. And also this one, I'm super grateful for this one. Shout out to my guy DJ Witch Doctor. DJ Witch Doctor went ahead and re-upped his membership. So those 8 people, before I even went live, before I even told anybody that I was remonetized, those 8 people apparently they got a notification, or they just pay attention to my channel and they just joined their memberships. So shout out to those 8 people. And now to everybody else, to our new members and to everybody that's coming on in the building, I greatly appreciate y'all for establishing y'all memberships. With that being said, we still gonna do the same show that we do all the time. On the weekends, we're gonna be doing our weekend at Willies. That's when we're gonna be having our major panels. And throughout the weekday, that's when I'll be doing my regular content. I am about to start doing pre-recorded content. I need to get into the business of doing that more often. The shorts will be coming. It's just about to be a whole boom of things. But still, y'all might not be seeing me too much, or y'all might not be seeing me like when I go live. Y'all not gonna be seeing these 3, 4, 5 hour live streams no more, right? Especially throughout the week, because a brother is busy. He got things to do, right? I can't stop being a husband or a father or a son of God just because I got a YouTube channel. I still got other things I got to do, right? Midwest OG, appreciate you being in the chat, big dog. And as always, Brittany B says it's the diamonds. Yeah, y'all gonna be getting some more diamond streams. For those of you who do know, we get the diamonds in the nighttime, huh? So, with that being said, I do got a little bit of content for y'all, all right? Brandon, my God, he says, always handle business first. And congratulations. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. So with that being said, I do got a little bit of content for y'all today. If y'all don't mind, I know y'all like some content, right? So if y'all haven't heard, while I was on my little hiatus, my YouTube break, while I was taking care of business and while the wife was putting in some good work, good work, some things happen. There's a few things that I want to talk about. Who does? All right, cool. It's a few things that I want to talk about. Some things happened over the airways while I was sitting back and I was, hey, appreciate you. Hey, shout out to my guy, Malcolm. I appreciate you for hitting the cash app, my G. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. All right, cool. With that being said, it's a few things that I want to cover that happened throughout this week, right? I'm not going over nothing that happened 3 weeks ago. It's only things that happened while I was gone. So with that being said, y'all know what I love to do. I love to talk about hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is one of the biggest things I love to talk about. Now, for some of you that was here a little while back when I had that debate with Brother Izzy Bands, so are we saying that it's been a while since you went live? Because I was just watching you at work. So how much time has freaking passed? When's the last time I went live? Let me see. Hold on. I went live 11 days ago. That's the last time I went live. It's been 11 days since I've been live, right? 11 days since I have been live. Brother had things to do. It's been a while. It's been a while. But now that we back live, we got some content that we need to talk about. So let's go ahead and start. And now I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Which one do y'all want to talk about first? Y'all want to talk about the HIV pastor? Y'all want to talk about y'all want to talk about the man that is a man that just got sent to man prison? Which one? The HIV pastor? The man just got sent to the man prison? Or y'all want to talk about the new grift that no one has caught up on yet, which is a 12-year-old boy that was deleted by a career criminal? Which one y'all want to talk about, huh? Why he's saying he was gone. So when was the stream you and 3 Man was having confessions? That was a little while ago. What you talking about? Nolan Wells? You want to talk about Nolan Wells? All right, the Fauci hearing. Nah, I can't talk about the Fauci hearing. I can, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the Fauci hearing is a piece of work. It's a piece of work indeed. I wish I would have been able to go live. The man with the wing. All right, cool. I got you. The man with the wing. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the man with the wing. Let me share this screen right here. Now, I find it funny that in the community there is this there's this notion that you're not supposed to be worried about who's sleeping with who, right? You're not supposed to be worried about it at all because it's none of your business. If people want to sleep with each other, they can sleep with each other. Who people sleeping with is their business. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And that's something that I agree with 1,000%, right? But I want to put something, I want to put something to y'all attention right quick, right? I want all the brothers in the chat to answer this question. All the brothers in the chat, I want you to answer this question. Be honest, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you take this person out on a date? I want y'all to answer that question. To all the brothers, would you take this person out on a date? I want you to be honest, all right? 1,000% honest. Would you take this person out on a date? Would you give this person a chance, right? If this person said, yeah, I would love to go out on a date with you. Give me a 1 if you would take this person out on a date, or give me a 2 if you would not take this person out on a date. Huh? Looks like they hiding her neck. Oh, J-Man says, looks like they're hiding their neck. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, okay, all right. Brandon said, too, nah, I wouldn't take this person out on a date. DM said, nah, I wouldn't take this person out on a date. Okay, all right, I see y'all. Oh. Got you. Oh, this is sad. It's a nice looking person. Damn, that's crazy. Malcolm D says, nah, something is off. Cooley Cat says, that's a woman? Bad Duck says, that looks fake. Dr. Manhattan said, deuce. Well, to all the brothers in the chat, J-Man said, she got some nice hands. Hey, to all the brothers, she got some nice big hands. Well, that she, ladies and gentlemen, is a he.
Sydney Star. No. This is bad. And it's worse than what I thought it was. And then I particularly pulled this particular excerpt because I got to read to y'all what all the hell was going on down here to this hotel in Hateville. She was here getting ready to film a Zeus event. The victim, so for guys, reality star Sydney Starr, mugshot release after arrest for sexual assault of a minor under 16 at a Georgia hotel.
Now, some of y'all would be like, well, that's a woman. And that's a man. Just in case you did not know it, because hypocrisy is a hell of a thing. Sydney Starr, where is that screenshot? There it is. This one right here. There it is. Sydney Starr, whose real name I'm going to call Samuel. Samuel used to be a man. Well, I'm sorry. Sydney Starr used to be a man. Was once prevailed as a beautiful woman, sexy, right? That's a man, y'all. And guess what? Sydney Starr is going down, or rather is going down. Yeah, Sydney Starr is a man. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all didn't know Sydney Starr was a man? Absolutely. Hold on. How y'all didn't know this? Y'all didn't know this? Y'all didn't know this person right here was a man? Hold on, wait a minute. Take this down right quick. Yeah, Sydney Starr. That's a man. That's a man. His name is Samuel. That's Samuel. Yeah, that's a man. Y'all don't remember this story from a little while back when he ended up getting with what's his name? What's his name? Ray J. And what's his name? Hold on. It was the black dude, the guy that just lost his life, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yeah, that's a man, Damon Winslow. There it is, Eddie Winslow. Yeah, hold on, wait, hold on, Winslow. There he is. Yeah, this is a man. Just in case y'all didn't know this, this man, right? Who's seen kissing Eddie Winslow. Yes, that is a transsexual. Eddie, yeah. And he's also been with Cheeky. He's been with Ray J. He's been with quite a few folks. Yeah. Adam 22. Listen. Yeah. Look, even Boosie has something to say about it. Look, watch this. Even Boosie has something to say about it. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get this out the way. Maximize this and put this right here. Let's turn this volume all the way up. Eddie Winslow linked up with transgender model Sydney Starr for a photo shoot. That's a man. Now, this is what's disturbing to me about this whole situation, right? Transformers more than meets the eye. So Brittany, yeah, Eddie passed away. I believe Eddie passed away, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Eddie passed away. They have to prove their Hollywood acceptance. They have to accept everything from Hollywood facts. But to get back to what it is that was being reported, right? Because we got to go back to what it is that's being reported. Let's listen to what had happened with Sydney Starr. All right.
The victim, a 13-year-old minor visiting Georgia to participate in a football event, was targeted by the suspect identified as Sydney Starr. The suspect stalked the minor through the premises before approaching him directly to tell him and his 13-year-old nephew that they were cute.
This is not acceptable, y'all. And no matter how many times I talk about what goes on within these communities, what goes on within these cultures, is that they love targeting minors, right? And no matter how many times I talk about it, they always say, well, that's an anecdotal situation. That's not true. And that just happens every now and then. Right. Cooler Cat says, where are the parents? Big facts. Big facts. Right. So let's continue because we're going to go down through there. I ain't going to be here for long. I'm just doing a quick show. And we're going to be celebrating this monetization. Make sure y'all put some more color in the chat. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go.
The minors did not know who Sydney Starr was and was unaware of the suspect's biological sex. Shortly after the initial encounter, the victim and the nephew were playing a game near the hotel bar where the suspect was seated. The suspect called the minor over and instructed him to touch his phone against hers to exchange and share contact information. The suspect sent the text message to the 13-year-old victim's phone, instructing him to come upstairs to the hotel room. The victim was confused by the message and why the suspect was contacting him. The victim was in the hallway when the suspect descended in the elevator, peeked out to locate the victim, and then exited once she spotted him. The suspect gained the victim's attention while still in the elevator and told him to come here. He approached to see what she wanted. The subject brought the victim to the elevator and used her hotel room key, which was programmed specifically for access to the 5th floor, to force/coerce the minor up to her floor. She assured him.
Now, everything that y'all seeing here that says she, replace it with he, because Sydney Starr was born as a man, right? We don't, this is 2026. And thank you to President Donald J. Trump. He says there's only two genders. There's a man and there's a woman. There's male and female. And Sydney Starr was born as a man, as male. So let's continue.
She would bring him back downstairs and merely wanted to show him something. He was scared. He listened, not knowing he was in real life danger.
Now, I have a question, right? First of all, why is a 13-year-old following instructions from a stranger? Should we not be teaching our children not to be following instructions from a stranger? We don't know the old term stranger danger. Y'all remember that old commercial? Shout out to Bad Duck with the $5. He said, I don't understand why Obama has to give his speeches behind bulletproof glass. I mean, I know he's black and all, but I doubt he'll shoot anyone. That is amazingly funny. But why would a 13-year-old be just, I thought maybe the young man was like, no, the victim was 13. Sydney Starr is a grown adult man. This adult man coerced, and we haven't got down to the minor details of it, but so far has coerced this 13-year-old to come up to his hotel room. My thing is, why is it that this 13-year-old is following the instructions of a stranger? And like Coolie Cat said, where's the parents? Trusting your child in this world is when the world takes advantage of your child. Yes. Wait, 13. Yes. The victim was 13 years old. Sydney Starr is a grown man. This grown man, where did 16 come from? 16 came from the other person that they was with, right? I don't know why we talk about the 16, because the 13-year-old is the victim. The article says 16. The article. Hold on, wait, time out. Let me go back. Sydney Starr arrested Hold on. No, it's the article says against a child under 16. But from what Dineva is reading, it says 13 years old. It says it right there. No, it says, look, I can pull it up for you right here. Look, it says it right here. Oops, right there. It says police charge Sydney Favors, who also goes by Sydney Star, was taken into custody following the incident at the Embassy Suites in the 3400 block. Am I showing my screen? Can y'all see this? Yeah, y'all can see it. It says police charge Favors with sodomy and battery against a child under 16. That says under 16, and aggravated child imming as a result of the investigation. That says under 16. Oh yeah, it gets even worse. What place it at? Wherever the Embassy Suites is in the 3400 block of the International Boulevard, wherever that happened is, wherever that place is. So again, as degeneracy keeps on flowing and people want to keep dismissing the things that I'm saying when I say that people are out here targeting these minors, that's just one story. Y'all ready for story number 2? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for story number 2. Because I ain't got to go too much further into that one. Y'all can go look up I just got remonetized. I ain't trying to lose monetization already, right? I ain't trying to lose it again, right? Let's go into the next story. This one is crazy.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me today. I am going to take just a few minutes to lay out what I think you will agree is a horrific set of circumstances. First off, let me introduce you to St. James United American Free Will Baptist Church. And you can see that the preacher is Timothy Cheneyfield. He's 42 years of age. Well, let me show you his picture. This is the preacher. And you go, okay. He's also a child pedophile, a predator. In addition to being a preacher at this church, he's also a chaplain for Compassionate Care Hospice. And if that's not enough, between 2012 and about 2024, he worked for the school system in Polk County. Between 2012 and 2016, he was both a para and a substitute teacher. Then he went into IT, and he worked there until about 2024. And about that time is when he became the lead pastor for St. James.
So not only was he a pastor, not only did he work with special needs children, not only did he volunteer to help out special needs children, not only was he a community activist, but most importantly, he was a pastor. Like I always have told y'all and warned y'all, and shout out to my OG P Smurf, he calls them the old Negro spiritual folk. This is why I have a problem with these Christian churches. This is why I always tell y'all the downfall of a lot of communities, it'd be the leader of these churches, these pastors. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Says, what did he do with all this access? Well, you about to find out, Brittany B. You about to find out. Oh, yeah, it's about to get crazy.
So why do I tell you all of that? Well, because when he was at the schools, he was at Crystal Lake Middle School. Mm-hmm. We know that he stalks children. How we got into this investigation was simply this. We received a cyber tip from Instagram that there was illicit, inappropriate activity between an adult and a child. It first went to the Auburndale Police Department. They determined this was in the unincorporated area and immediately called us, and immediately we started our investigation. And what we found is that Timothy Cheneyfield went online with a dating app in search of children. And that's what he found, was a 14-year-old child. Did you hear?
Now I got to stop right there. I have to stop. What in the hell is a 14-year-old person doing on the dating app? Can I stop right there? There is absolutely no reason whatsoever. Shout out to Bad Duck again for gifting a Cellulite Podcast membership. Greatly appreciate you, big homie. What is a 14-year-old doing on a dating app? And why is a grown man who's a pastor and services the community by helping out special needs children, why is he specifically going on this dating app looking for minors? Let's continue.
Hear what is said, a little boy. Then they moved from there over to the Instagram app where they chatted more often. And then Timothy Chaneyfield picked him up in front of his neighborhood on 3 different occasions. And on those 3 different occasions, he wasn't preaching, but he was messing around. On 3 different occasions, he drove to the 14-year-old child's neighborhood, where the 14-year-old child met him at the entrance to the neighborhood. Timothy took the 14-year-old to his home. And when he took him to his home, he engaged the child in sex.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. One of the things that I hate doing is being right. I love being right, but in more ways than when I hate being right. And there's a reason why I'm talking about these 2 particular topics. The one with Sydney Starr or Samuel. Yeah, we're going to call him Samuel. The one with Samuel Sullivan, and also now with this guy right here. If y'all not doing y'all job as parents to protect y'all children, y'all need to step up and do y'all job as parents and protect the children. That's number 1. Number 2, can I disrespect the Black community in these comments? Not this time. Just say the community. We Cooley Cat. We monetize now, so we got to change up how we do things. Okay, we got to be elitist now because we remonetize, right? Got to be we're a little bit elitist now, right? So just say the community, right? DA community. I'm gonna go ahead and spell in the chat for you. DACOMMUNINUITAH. There it is. The community. The community. That's who we're referring to him as. But I've been saying for the longest, man, when it comes down to these specific pieces about these communities, they go to great lengths to not protect the little ones, right? And it's sad that things like this not just keeps happening, but it's still happening. It is becoming more popularized. But unless we talk about it, people are just going to continue to keep overlooking it like they've been doing for the past forever many years.
So when the investigation came to us, we started intensely looking for Timothy, and we found out during this period of time that he was in Baltimore performing apparently a funeral for someone through his compassionate care hospice work.
Now, to all of you peoples in Baltimore, now I know how y'all pronounce it, right? Baltimore. However, y'all pronounce it Baltimore, however it is. Y'all got a problems with your B's, your O's, your M's, and your R's. For some reason, I don't know why y'all Baltimoreans. Y'all have a problem pronunciating or enunciating things. But I got my eye on you, all you Baltimoreans, especially those of you that love to consider yourself to be truthful. You know, your Bible thumping folk. Those folk. CCD says, welcome back to the paying YouTube, sir. Greatly appreciate you, B. Yeah, Baltimore. There it is. Baltimore. There it is. Appreciate you, CCD.
He confessed.
Mm-hmm.
He confessed that he picked up this 14-year-old child on at least 3 different occasions, took him to Timothy's home in Eagle Lake, where he engaged this child in sex. But that wasn't it. That wasn't all. Timothy is HIV positive. he failed to tell this 14-year-old child.
Did y'all catch that part? This grown man who was a pastor not only predated on underage minors, he also was HIV positive.
That I'm HIV positive, and he had unprotected sex with a child and exposed our 14-year-old victim to HIV.
Now, why is it that this is important? Because more than enough. Yeah, I seen your clip. I can't. I just got remonetized, big dog. Yeah, I seen your clip though. I watched it, my G. I appreciate you for it. So, in the community, there was this story that happened not too long ago. Now, what's going on, Nita? Hey, Nita, guess what? Nita, guess what? We monetize now, Nita. We monetize. You see that super chat button down there, Nita? We monetize now, sister. But yes, there was a story that happened a little while ago. There was this big celebration down there, and it was a STD breakout. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that thing that went down there a little while ago, a couple of years ago? Right? People in the community, one, don't like going to the doctor to get checkups on themselves, right? They don't like to discuss things like, you give them a relationship talking point. You give them a relationship talking point, they'll be quick to jump on the panel, right? You can put some money in their hand, they'll be quick to go do a job. But if you tell them to go get a checkup, they're not going to do that now. And it's sad that now, not only this person, but whoever else he has violated as a pastor, as a black man, as a representative of his community and the representative of his pulpit that he is leading, he's putting a lot of people in danger. Now, I don't need to stick too much on that point because that one is a crazy one. And y'all are going to notice a trend of what I'm doing here in just a second. I want to get to my last story. This is my very last story that I'm going to talk about for today, and then I'll get to my open commentary. I want y'all to watch this and pay attention to this and see if y'all catch what it is I'm laying down.
A family is grieving an unimaginable loss after that career criminal with a record stretching back more than 25 years has been charged with killing a 12-year-old boy in the Bronx who was the son of a retired NYPD officer. Jacob Frades had simply ridden his bike down to the bodega, down to the local store, when gunfire erupted during a dispute. And his family is remembering the boy that they loved while calling for justice. His sister, Angelica Coriano, joins us alongside Jacob's mother, Migdalio Martinez. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Migdalia, I'll start with you. Tell us what happened on that day in the Bronx.
Well, early that day, I went to work, but before I went to work, I asked him to make sure he walked the dog, and in which he asked me, can he do it later? And I told him, just make sure you do. You always do things later. And I gave him a kiss, and I walked out, and we always do a little dolphin kiss. And I walked out and went to work, and around 5 o'clock, they called me and said that he had gotten shot. And all I could do was try to think of different ways to get here faster, whether it was a train or a cab. So I figured the train would be better. I got on the train and then couldn't call anybody. So then I got on the cab, and when I got there, I just seen my boy gone.
Angelica, when you look at this guy who's responsible or allegedly responsible, he's 45 years old. He was arrested 7 times previously for criminal possession of a forged instrument, menacing, criminal contempt, possession of stolen property, marijuana possession, drunk driving. And
I want y'all to look at this rap sheet. In 1999, he was arrested for criminal possession of a forged instrument. In 2001, he was arrested for menacing behavior. Also in 2001, he was found guilty of criminal contempt. I'm sorry, not found guilty. He was arrested for that. In 2004, he was found in possession of stolen property. In 2009, he was found in possession for marijuana. In 2009, he was also arrested for drunk driving. And in 2013, he was arrested for drug possession. His current charges is second-degree attempted murder, first-degree manslaughter, first-degree assault, second-degree assault, 2 counts of second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Have y'all noticed the trend yet? Watch this. There's a reason why I covered these 3 stories specifically. Why everybody's talking about Nolan Wales, why everybody's was talking about Carmelo Anthony, look at who's getting overlooked because everyone wants to grift off of Nolan Wales. Have y'all caught it yet? Why everybody wants to grift, because it is amazingly important and it is amazingly exciting and it will get the people going. If you're talking about all of the conspiracy theories of Nolan Xavier Wales, there's a lot of people getting skipped over and forgotten about. There's a lot of things that there should be real justice found out for. There's a lot of things that people could be talking about and bringing more awareness and attention to. CCD says it only matters when it involves a quiet. That's a fact. And see, the sad part is this, and I'm glad that I'm doing this as my opening show for my return to monetization. These is the things I love to talk. I don't need to talk about what everybody's talking about. I don't have to talk about what everybody's talking about. Because although, don't get me wrong, as a content creator, of course I want to grow. And of course, being remonetized, of course I want to make money. But the most important thing is I want to bring you real awareness to things that people are overlooking, because I don't need to talk about the exciting thing or what everyone else is talking about just because that's the hot topic. Don't get me wrong. I understand as a content creator, that's kind of going against the own grind. But here's the thing, though. I don't need to drive focus to what everybody else already sees. We've been talking about Nolan Wales since the day it happened. It's under police investigation. We understand that the salacious, non-reading Ben Crump is the head of it all, even though he don't have a license to practice in that state. We understand now that his mother even gave up custody of her first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 kids. Probably didn't even want Nolan. The grift has run out on Carmelo Anthony. They just need something to talk about. So now Nolan is the new thing, especially with this whole audio engineer. Great. What about these things that's happening to these kids? What about these kids that's still alive? What about these people that's doing these things to these kids? Are we going to overlook these bad behaviors? Are we going to overlook these psychopathic people that's doing these things to these people? Appreciate you. He ate me. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Leave It to Sense says, it's why I don't listen to the Weather Channel anymore, because all they do is create panic to up people buying things in mass, and then the storm goes somewhere else. Right. It's like people saying you live in a place that has volcanoes, or, oh, the volcano is going to erupt today. Most people that live in those states be like, man, that shit ain't gonna hit. And if it do hit, I got insurance. I'm not saying that we don't need to pay attention to Nolan Wales, but Nolan Wales isn't the only life that matters. And people get upset when I say all lives matter, because I really do mean that. Not just black people, white people, but every demographic of person, every demographic of human being that resides on this earth. Their life matter too. But we are a people that should have established laws, and we should have boundaries that protect those who are trying to live the best life that they possibly can. But too many times we got people tied up in the minutia of grifting, because the only thing they can talk about is what everybody else is already talking about. and they need to feel important. So they have to use their voice to now share their opinion on the thing that they think matters the most, which is their voice about this topic. Well, guess what? You're still alive and breathing well. Nothing's happening to you. You're doing content creation, or you're joining a panel, participating in content. Let's talk about things that's actually happening that people keep overlooking that actually matters. How you have pastors who are violating their parishioners, and you got people like Sidney Starr, Samuel Sullivan, who's coercing and leading and inducing 13-year-old boys up to their hotel room. And then you have guys like this guy who has an arrest record longer than the goddamn Dollar General rap sheet or receipt. And people keep on saying, well, stop talking about this to black. Okay, you're right. You're right. I won't stop talking about it. It was like this clip that I was tagged in. I want to show y'all this clip because I got to deal with the politics side of the game, right? There was this conversation that I participated in. And in this conversation that I participated in, it was a very pointed notion of a part. Sale calls it out, teaches us, and is a great father. Come on, people, this is what we need more facts. Appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. The color of your skin only reflects the outside. It doesn't change who is on the inside where it matters the most. That's a fact. Now, I want y'all to listen to this. Check this out. Check this out. For those of you who didn't see it.
My point is, for people that have so much to say and for people that have so much criticism to give, there seems to be no nuance or or any level of understanding willing to give, or any appreciation for the idea that if you change, that means others can too. What you're willing to do is put a jacket on somebody and go, this is niggas, but never give niggas the opportunity to change. And then you will state after you do that, that's just how niggas is. And I'm willing to call anybody that do nigga shit niggas. There's no nuance in that tape. There's no nuance. There's no development. There's no room for that. So why would I then give you the same quote unquote nuance and development of understanding and changing your political, or not even political, your
nobody's
social...
saying that niggas that niggas can't stop doing nigga shit and then be not, you know,
but
labeled a
nigga. But your criticisms are that. I think your critiques need to be more nuanced, and you need to stop defending white people, especially those who've already shown themselves.
Nuance how?
Now, here's the irritating part about this conversation, and this is why I just talked about the things that you talk about in today's stream. According to what Cheeky is saying in this clip, we're defending white people, yet we calling out black people, or the N-word, niggas in terms, right? My thing is, why do I need to solely focus on white people when there's degeneracy within our own backyards? But even more so, and you're going to see it in this upcoming clip, if you didn't already read what I left in the comment, I said, so if I'm not, you know what, I'm gonna let the clip play. Hold up, y'all.
How does the critique need to be more nuanced? Explain that to me.
Okay, your statement shouldn't be niggas ain't shit.
Okay, so what should it be? What should it be? What should the statement be?
Your statement should be, I hope that niggas are better, or I am doing this to make niggas better. What have you done? What have you done?
How's that a critique? How is that a critique?
That's not a critique.
Yeah, how's that?
Why is it not a critique?
Because I need to
do better. I need you to do better, or I want you to do better. And here are the things that I'm doing to make this better. What are you doing to make the things better?
Hoping isn't a critique. Now, let me ask y'all in the chat. Is hoping a critique? If I say, I hope people do better, is that a critique? Last time I checked, that wasn't a critique. Saying things are this or saying things are that way, or they have the probability to be this way. That's a critique. Hoping things get better is not a critique. So I'm confused on what Cheeky was saying here.
Fine, take away the hope. The point is, there needs to be actionable steps or some type of engagement.
We're talking about critique first. You can't. You're saying that. That we can't critique.
No, my point is your critiques come, and I don't see the same thing that Hep has said before. I've also said and seen. You make critiques without actually being involved with anything involving quote unquote niggas.
So I got to be involved with niggas.
Yes,
to critique.
Yes, in order for your critique to be
there, it is.
In order for your critique to be considered
Valid?
an actual careful, no, not valid, because you can make whatever valid statement, just like you said about white people.
So, in other words, unless I'm involved in nigga shit, I shouldn't be critiquing nigga shit. Hope, Leave the Sense says, what really is hope? It is believing in something better without knowing how. How is that a critique? It's almost like a judgment. Right. And when it comes down to it, and this is probably something we'll talk about tomorrow, because I'm about to go back to enjoying my day. I just want to go live and give y'all some content to celebrate this whole remonetization. When it comes down to it, I don't have to be involved with a group of people just to give critique of that group of people. But if the boundary in the mind is going to be set that unless you are involved with these people or in that type of behavior, you can't critique it. So I'm going to ask y'all in chat in the question, and I want y'all to remember this next time y'all go to somebody's live stream. If a person is on that live stream and they are not married, they should not have any conversations about what marriage is, what marriage looks like, or what marriage could possibly be, because they're not married. Unless a person is a parent, they can't talk about parenting. They can't talk about children. They can't talk about child rearing. Unless a person is rich and they're broke, right? If they broke, if they're not rich, they can't talk about rich people. If a person is rich and they're not broke, they can't talk about broke people. Appreciate you, Kim, my guy, for becoming a new member. Greatly appreciate you, big homie. In celebration of the monetization, what's going on? Naomi Brown, what's happening? Hey, we remonetize, y'all, so make sure y'all get them subscriptions and make sure y'all put that color in the chat. Yes, indeed, we are 1,000% back. Appreciate you for coming a member 2 times. Appreciate you, big homie. So I want y'all to remember this. If a person is married to a white person, they can't talk about the black community because they're not married to a black person. They can't talk about black marriage. They can't talk about black relationships. You're not married to a black person. You're not in a relationship, right? Appreciate you. Thank you for the congratulations. So this should be the boundary. And this is the boundary that we're going to continue to talk about this tomorrow. And I'm going to do more of a dive into this because as I was looking into this, it was quite a few people that was commenting on this. And I was just like, wait, you're not involved in these type of things, right? Mike says, congrats on being monetized. You and your wife are out here upfront and honorable. Stay straight, shooter. Salute. Appreciate you, Mike B. Greatly appreciate you, big homie. Thank you very much. I'll just say this. This standard that Cheeky was trying to set, that unless you involved with niggas, you can't give critique on nigga shit. You don't want to set that standard because it's dangerous. Because there's a lot of things that you don't participate in. You're not involved in. It's a lot of conversations that you shouldn't be having, or a lot of conversations that you shouldn't be participating with, right? Leaves the Sense says, I'm talking about all of them: lower class, poor class, middle class, upper class, middle class. Facts. The thing is, man, you don't want to limit yourself to who it is that this standard applies to, because now those who exist within that standard won't hold each other accountable. All right. That being said, y'all, I appreciate everybody who came back for the announcement of the remonetization. Thanking each and every last one of y'all for the super chats, because now we get some color back in the chat. Thank y'all for becoming the members all over again. And as like I said from the get-go, none of this will be happening had I had the support of y'all, had I not had the inspiration of my wife, and also being able to bring y'all content. Until then, I will bid y'all a fare thee well. Wait, hold up. Okay, cool. Until then, I will bid y'all a fare thee well and say deuces to each and every last one of you. Y'all's has a goods mother flipping. Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely keep it up, my G. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to do the work. See what I'm saying? I'm here to do the work. Till then, I will holla at y'all later.
I approach him with my.
I'll do this. It's been immense. I was streaming.
I always love the kindness of a stranger. Not a pay picky. 100%. 100%.